And all thanks to Shiloh, something to run to, something to strive, something to have, something to complete. This for the gospel. Thank you for the narrow way, the hados. Thank you for the bride, my brothers and Holkadesh, those that are in the narrow, on the narrow way. There's two ways, and self will, that's Broadway city. So he said have extra oil. That means many things I've been trying to convey on this channel, that need to have preparedness of food and stores, and now it's that time. We'll see if they'll pull the plug on the whole SNAP. All right, the supplemental nutritional assistance program for the people. The less is they send more money overseas, and they build a $200 million ballroom, and they send billions and billions. Was it Walmart makes $3 billion a month just on the SNAP program? Imagine that's going to hurt the what I see here shortly is the military protecting the Walmarts and the big corporations, and then letting the small mom and pop businesses get raided, and then we'll protect them. So, and then they'll blame it on Antifa, or maybe they're not using Black Lives Matter this time. So part of the day when the sun was coming up, I had quite a bit of a frost. So, or they're doing their Samhain rituals. So don't forget, you're already in the 9/23 equinox ritual of their releasing of their beast system. The men in the ivory towers send bombs and, well, war machine. So they can pay a $1 trillion war machine, but they can't feed the poorest people. Who would ever even want to have anything to do with this government anymore? I'm saying these people are lost. So hopefully you can help somebody. This would be a good time. Hopefully I have a bunch of extras, and I told you to put these extras up, didn't I? How many times have I held this bag of rice and beans up? So, water filter, some of the basics. So they won't get it. They're not going to get their benefit. So there's people who take and abuse the system, and there's people who need the assistance. They're just going to cut everybody off. So what I see is them protecting the Walmart, protecting the corporate businesses, and letting the smaller middle class, their competition, get looted. Here we go, just like the VidCo 2.0, but without the vid. Now it's break into the co. Well, your small little co-op, or your little, small business, your little mom and pop, middle class, somebody employees, just like they attacked under the scamdemic, where they went after the middle class, and the rich got to stay open. All Walmart, you can't shop at Walmart, and you can't go harass the stalkers at night. So this will get real quick if they cut off these benefits. This is your time to go right now, before these stores close and start getting raided and looted. And they're not going to even probably let you in. I already told you this. You're only going to get your 6 tomatoes, Ziggy. You hear me? Stand outside, curbside service. I don't care if that one's got a dent, or that one you don't like, that one's got a little mold on it. You get the 6 that you get. We'll put a dink on you next time you say anything there. We'll take you down to maybe 4 tomatoes. We'll slice you, chop you down a couple. That's your 6 for the month. You hear me? You're not going in the store anymore. Why do you think I have all those balls outside Target and all those big poles out in front of the buildings so people can't crash into the buildings? I already told you all this was putting in place, but now it makes sense why they put military on all the streets, huh? Wasn't so much about possibly, and they might just turn the government right back on. I don't know. They already had to like fund it by today, and they didn't get it done that I know of. So I was trying to keep up on it because this is something that's absolutely pertinent. You know what I'm saying? People get hungry, brothers, sisters. I already told you to go up from 5 or 6 hours from hungry to about 7 or 8 hours to angry. And after that, they get what is called hangry. They lose their minds. The next day, they're not even thinking with their head anymore. They still have it attached, but they're thinking with their gut. That's all they can think about. It motivated by empty mouths waiting at home. So this isn't sensational. You should probably go right now and get something from the store. Get something for somebody else. You got extras for anybody else? If you don't have extra food, get the fuck out of this chat right now. Go home to your little box you live in and go stay in your little box because you're about to get raided by people who are going to come take whatever you have from the comforts of your living room, wherever you're at right now. In your space, you're living outer space. Get out of my space. So this is the time I spoke of. If they do this, which they may not, we'll see. You know, I told you that there's already bread lines. You just don't see them because they have cards. That there's still bread lines. You're an idiot. I already talked about this. How many times on this channel? They just took the bread lines away from you. Now they give you they used to give the paper stamp or now it's the card. Like you're like played like a joker. See, what these people are going to do is they're going to raid their local businesses, and they're not going to be any businesses except for the big businesses if they put these military and stand with the bigger corporate businesses and protect them and watch them just let the small businesses get looted. So let's have a serious conversation. If you're not speaking about what the hell you're going to do about feeding hungry people if this happens, no, it's not socialism of the plan. We already have socialism. Donald Trump raped the American public for $8.8 trillion, spent more money than his Barry buddy will vomit. His behind buddy. That's Trump's island. Trumpstein Island. They're island boys, him and Barry and Epstein and Bill and it's EpiPen Island. You got to make sure you include Hillary too, and Okra, and their island boys and girls, and Joe. Let's not forget Joe. Remember, he said, I was a snake before you let me in. Then he let Joe Biden. They're both behind buddies. They like trading lightsabers in their ice holes. Maybe that's why he got an MRI. Maybe he got his lightsaber stuck up his ice hole. Bam! Shakalaka. Mother. So, but it's Trump's island. I totally agree with you there, SS. It's probably not, but that's the one we know of that they make known. They're island boys and girls. They bring boys and girls to the island, Trump's island. It's not Epstein's island. It's Trump's island, called the Tea Kettle Black like it is. So let's be real about it. So let's go back to what we're talking about. What are you going to do about hungry people knocking at your door where EpiPen Island or Trump's Island ain't going to matter? He's still the commander in chief or the cheetah file, whatever you want to call him. He's still going to do what Father created him as evil. The book says sorrows, so it's going to get a lot worse from here. I kept telling everybody that's going to happen, but you don't want to listen to me. I'm not being sensational. This ain't about fear porn. Go away from me if you're not prepared. If you don't have a month's worth of groceries right now, get the fuck out of here and go month's worth of groceries right now and get away from me. If you're in a city, get out of a city right now. Cities are going to be the worst place to be if this happens. It could have been by anything. This could be the fuse that lights the whole dynamite factory up. We're in a dynamite factory with about 1 million fuse sticking out. How many times you heard me saying that? Boom! And then the whole thing goes up like snap. Oh. So what are you going to do? How much food in the chat? If you want to stay in this chat, you got to tell me how much food you have right now and for how many people, or I'll moderate you out of here. If you put anything else, we're going to have a serious conversation. Moderators moderate anybody that's not putting in how much food they have right now I don't care who you tell. What are you afraid? Go to church or something. Yep. Maybe they'll help you out or something. Church. Anyways, reading 1,000 a day, make sure one of them. Okay, goodbye. Not enough, though, by the way. Okay, that's a good answer. That's an answer. Not enough is okay. I can take that. Somebody may doesn't want to give away their stores, but says they don't have enough. Well, go get some more. Please, go get some more. You buy a bag of rice and beans. They're right now available at the store. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this pedophile out of here. Cheetophile. Get that IP address there. FBI. My sister's house, and I think she has enough food for a couple weeks. Thank you, pizza guy. All right, how much food you got there, Cannon? One with the water storage. All right, good for you, SS. Thank you for doing that. You have a water filter. You have a self-water filter, handheld, somewhere you can drink out of the back of a toilet or something. Guys, they haven't shut this off yet. There are a lot of people who talk about just going in and breaking into stores, brothers, sisters. They have every reason to do this right now. I don't want this to happen. I already told you about the 923 executive orders where they can take over all the food. Good stuff, David. Thank you. Good for you. There you go. Thank you, Brother Ross. It's something you should be doing anyways. Preparedness is a lifestyle, brother, sister. You don't go buy the store out and hoard. So if you go right now and do something, just get a little bit. Don't overdo it. You know what I'm saying? Just get while you can. The store's not closed right now. And if you can go there before, you don't buy, you don't fix your roof when it's leaking, do you? Are you that kind of guy or gal? Some people are like that. No, you go to the store when the store's open. You're supposed to be fixing your roof when it's dry, you ding dong. Don't get any ding dongs. Get some freaking real food. Something, some rice, something long term, get you through a month or so. Too. It's probably not going to be forever the end of the world, but this could get rough for a minute. This could be the one that, knocks the whole thing over. It truly is a house of cards that we're playing with the just-in-time delivery system. I do see them letting these people go in and loot the small businesses, their competition, these big corporations, as they have these ISIS terrorists out there and all. They'll just go right to the stores. They'll protect the corporation. They already got National Guard. Starting to make sense to me why this all is playing together too. I mean, it's multifaceted. They still got their Project Blue Book, right? So, but that's okay. We'll just continue on. This is just a way for them to put military in all 50 states. It's perfect. Perfect. Yep, the Lost Ways. Called the Lost Ways. SS Short, I have it right. Around. Absolutely. It's called Lost Waste. Thank you. Good advice. That's kind of stuff I want being spoken in here, guys. You only have so much time to get yourself ready, okay? And it's okay. Don't panic. Go down now. Strategic Relocation. Get this book by Joel Scalzon, okay? And his nephew, Andrew Scalzon. He's the author. He's been on YouTube here. He does stuff on... He has his channel. Go look up. This guy's been doing preparedness for a long time. This is one of the most valuable books that I own, probably next to the scripture. If I had to take the 3 books with me, it'd be the scripture. These would be the 3 books that I would take. Well, my set, but that's it. If I could only have 3 books, this would be the 3 I would have right here, right now. I don't know what you read. I got a whole library here. I got a library back there. I got more books. So, okay. Strategic Relocation is an outstanding book. It's in its 4th, I think, edition. Excellent book, guys. Just an abundance of information about every state. If you just had to be on the move, put this in your go bag. Do you have a go bag? Put yes if you have a go bag, not a bug out. Don't say that. You ain't bugging out. You ain't going nowhere. But just let's call it a go bag. You should be gone right now. You should be at my house. If you ever thought about coming out to this ministry, this probably be the time. Because I don't even know if I'm going to be here too much longer. Father just took my dog from me, man. And I don't feel any attachment to this world anymore for some reason. I don't feel no attachment to this world anymore. I didn't want to come in here and do this. Father said, you're going to run that ministry until you die. You're going to do what I tell you. So, Anyways, so I'm going to come in here and do what I always do anyways. It doesn't matter. He had a long life, and I'm going to miss him, but Father doesn't do anything wrong. He's perfect. He does all things after his own counsel. He's created everything that ever was, everything written, everything not written, and everything that ever will be. Therefore, there is no free will, no luck, and fortune. This is all going by his word. So not a jot or tittle will not come to pass before that great and dreadful day of the Lord, which is the final trump, where all will be judged in the book of judgments. One final judgment. Nobody's dead and goes to the sky. Hell's not below your feet. So we're not going to have that discussion, okay, right now. We're going to get people prepared, as we've always been doing it through this ministry. Have extra oil through the scripture, he said, and have your lamps trimmed and be burning bright until I return. So, see, I can't do anything about it. Share the light. Do not hide that light in a basket. Put it at the top of your house and let it shine. Not pride above others. Use my word. That's what got Satan cast from the ruling, right, heavens, his favorite. Remember, Satan used to be his best buddy, but then he fell from, well, not the sky. Nobody falls from the sky, but let's go back to food. People's head are up their ass. How about that? Ask is somebody you can't learn. Okay? That means they're a mule. Stubborn, remember? So don't listen to people who don't want to help themselves. You can't do that. Can't fix stupid. Preparing to fail is preparing to fail, right? Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So you want to see a failure? Remember what the book of Psalms says. The only thing it takes for evil to flourish is for good men to stand around and do nothing. And under this covenant, it's man and woman, Jew and Gentile, black, white, brown, red, and yellow, all flesh. Not everybody, just only gods. Everybody else is evil, and now they're hungry. You got evil, hungry people. Nice people are stupid. That's the word, stupid. No, I don't want any more dogs. I'm already having a hard time with my Mr. Bubble, but I love him. We'll figure it out. I don't want anything in this world. I don't want material. I'm all over it. I have more than I have more than I need. Can't even share what the hell I have. But that's okay. Maybe this will be the time. We'll see. Thy kingdom come. That's the return of the bride. Father's will be done. See, there is no free will. There's self-will, which is called porneia, idolatria. That means you're serving these two thieves. Remember? The ones that hang right on this cross. Oh. Put it at the top of your house. Anyways, go out and prepare, brothers, sisters, others, if you can. Just, by being the light, spiritual preparedness, spiritual bread, too. You're supposed to be feeding people, right? Like, I give you the meat here, not some watered down milk. You get the real deal. I don't play this hocus pocus Jesus. Cracker, look over here. Don't look over there. Eat my body, drink my blood. He said have extra oil, not drink blood. I say get a water filter. Don't listen to these cannibalistic cracker. These people are not wanting to help themselves, brothers, sisters. They already should have been prepared. Beef is probably the best. You can even, if you had to, if you looked into like whey protein, but don't skip. I mean, you need to have, I don't eat a lot. I don't eat pork. I don't eat fish. I don't eat a lot of things. I'll never eat chicken ever again. I tried some store-bought chicken the other day. It about killed me. Maybe that's what killed my dog. No, that's not what killed him. He was old. He was almost 13 years old. I got to stop doing that to myself. Father took him when he was ready to go. Father's timing is perfect. He never gets anything wrong. You understand it? Father does everything perfect. He's the only thing that is sovereign. He's the creator, the writer of the law. We're not under the law under this testament. Remember? Blotted it out. Now it's written on tables. Remember, we're not the sup of vipers. So I'm talking about bread, daily bread, and going out there and sharing the agape. That's the meat. Before you do anything. And if you were been doing that, you would already had extra oil, bread, if you will, meat. So I like to put up long-term food storage, such as steak, high protein. There's a lot of other protein sources, but that's what's my preferred is to put up. You should look into these backpack meals. These are a great way to go. If you have a little bit of abundance right now, I would encourage you to go get those backpack meals. You're not going to be wanting to cook when the lights go out. If they do something like that, like knock the lights out or something, try to get control of something, I don't know what they're going to do. You're not going to be one of the only people in your house with the lights going and then a generator and a fire, not meals ready to eat, backpack meals or mountain house meals. Probably pull a couple out. I have some right here. Hold on. I got food everywhere. Just give me a second. Here's an MRE. I'm not talking about an MRE. I'm talking about, like, here's a backpacker's. This is like pantry. These aren't bad. These aren't bad. Eggs, yes, Brother Ross. Eggs, yes. Freeze-dried eggs. Thank you, Brother Ross. Sorry, my bad. My mind is gone right now. Freaking, this is the company that I'm talking about, Mountain House. See, when this is already prepared, brother, sisters, you realize you have to cook this. I've had freeze dryers. I've shown you out here. I've eaten freeze-dried meals right in front of you that I've freeze-dried. I don't have any of this box. Cool. At least we got a little variety. I think this is box to show you. So this is the company out of Oregon that I like. I eat this more than any other company. I grew up, I'm a military veteran, so there only had 9 of these when I was in the military. That's how old I am. Only 9 of them. Now they got 40 or 50 of them. I don't know. Anyways, the green eggs and ham. No, with a green omelet. It was. Anyways, so this isn't the best one here, but I like this. This called Backpackers Pantry. They have better. Hey, listen, Homer, you stupid fool. Walmart gets $3 billion a month. You'll get your ass thrown out of here if you act like a savage with no humanity. How much food does Captain Homer got? I don't know if Captain Homer's been a schmuck with this, his right here, what he said, and someone could be banging on his door to take what he has because he can run his mouth on the internet until that keyboard don't work no more and can't write a check that his body, his mouth can't cash when somebody's banging on his door. Walmart's $3 billion just in Snap, you idiot. Do you know anything that you're talking about before you open up your mouth? There we go. Roast beef bunghole. What was that all about? Oh, Poine Poontang, huh? Hey, no, hold on. Put that back. Hey, Sabrina, keep that back. Put that back out there. Hold on. Put that back out there. Put that back out there. Hold on. Let that person go. What? Say something else. Say something. Okay. Well, whatever. Give me something else. Come on. That you got the wrong last, but go ahead. Say something else. Hold on, guys. Got to stop for just 1 second. Okay, you're gone. You got anything else to say there, Warren? Jackson? Why are you in jail? What are you in jail for? Uh-oh, Warren's in jail. What happened to Warren? Hey, listen. Did somebody just silence him again? Unsilence Warren. How are you in jail and typing on the internet? Guys, come on. Which jail are you in? Hold on, I'm just toying with him. We got to troll the troll for a minute. It's part of the ministry. Got to feed the trolls, man. It's part of the ministry. So come on, Warren. What are you in jail for? Won't you get locked up? They won't let me out. I didn't say if you had a court date. I said, what are you locked up for, dumbass? Warren, Michigan. Either don't be a stupid troll now. Pay attention. Dumbass. For what? What did you get misdemeanored for? What are you being mean? Who are you being mean to? Or your demeanor? Your demonic behavior? Hold on, we're done, almost done toying with the troll. They don't have any good answers, so I don't like their answers. I'll let them be moderated here in a minute. Okay, see you later, dumbass. Good riddance to you. Take it deep. Okay, so anyways, moving on. It is what it is. Kick rocks. So, can't have a good evening. My dog just died, you dumb fuck. Get away from me. So, meals ready to eat are okay. These are kind of cool just to have as a variant. So if you know somewhere to get these right now, these aren't that bad, but they're not that great. These are much better. The Mountain House, I have some more over there. I don't want to get up, but please right now, the reason why I'm putting into these are not that expensive. When you go to cook this stuff, I've had a freeze dryer, and you got to prepare this stuff. Go to the store. You might not even get to the store anymore. At this point, you might not go in and get the selection you want. Things can change real quick overnight with this snap. If you've been watching this, most people have been paying attention. There's a lot of people who say, man, I don't care. I'll just go in and get what the hell I want and walk out. And there's a lot of people saying, you know what, I'll just let them do it too. I don't care. I mean, if you're going to take from the poorest people, fuck this government. And that's not the right answer. That's not the right answer. We need to extend ourselves out here. You know, this is where the time where I've been trying to tell you to get extras so they can help people out. You know, somebody, it's like 1 in 10 people or something in America are on a assistance program through a supplemental program through their benefit, through their food programs. So not just, you know, like I said, these are cars, but there's churches and a lot of other things are already drying up because of this. You know, this has been an ongoing thing. People are not paying attention. So the reason why I say that these foods are really not because they're like 2 meals, they're higher protein. I go for the high protein meals. I never buy what I like for food, man. I bought some stuff that didn't have the right protein, but whatever, it's just a little less. Man, this Mountain House has some fantastic meals. It really does. I've never been a big curry fan. Like that curry is outstanding. You know, there's a lot. The chicken and dumplings. I opened up my box the other day because I have some, you know, put away for kind of a rainy day. I got whatever. So if you need to go somewhere to get food, you should probably do it now. This would probably be a good time to find yourself to the store because come November 1st, there might not be going to the store anymore in the capacity that we go today, is all I'm going to say. You might still go to the store, but we might start having, like I've been talking about, price controls. You know, you can only get so much. They've already done this in other countries, you know, where you can only get your 6 tomatoes or your, you know, this is going to work like this, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Much agape. I don't know to the ministry, but I appreciate anything at this point. I just spent a lot. I don't mean to go there. I don't want to talk about it. I don't need anything. I don't want anything. Anyway, so moving on, brothers and sisters, please right now, if you could, you know, like I said, think about a big bag of rice is going to go a long way. Beans, I know it's not the best. Listen to me. I've got ways to do this because I've done this hundreds of thousands. I have 12 years on YouTube, and they're all have been preparedness channels, every one of them, whether it was America Ever After, Truth Bible Television, Silver's Like Gold, Predestined for Light, this channel, HD, Fat, you know, High Desert Faith and Truth Ministries. It's always been about being preparedness. Preparedness is a lifestyle. So listen, I want you to get the beef bouillon, the chicken bouillon, the tomato bouillon. That makes rice 3 ways. Plus white, that's 4. You know, beef bouillon, that you start adding that to beans. You can change your meals up. It's not the best, but at least your children aren't going freaking hungry. You know, you aren't starving, and then you're not beating the shit out of somebody, you know. Yeah, there's much better. Hey, listen, though. Not Tracy. I appreciate 17K. There is a lot better than that, though, okay? Probably right now, because there is what is called photovoltaics, where they're increasing the amount of silver that they put into the solar panels, and there's an excessive amount. There is a lot better brand than what you know. They're adding more of this, which gives it more. Just I don't want to talk about anything is better than nothing. Okay, appreciate Tracy. Anything. Okay, but there are some good solar panels right now out there. If you'll look too on like your marketplace and things like that you can maybe get a little bit better. Take the money that you compare. Just do this for the one you get at Harbor Freight and compare on your marketplace. or go to the list, Craig's or whatever. Just do, just compare. I'm a guy that shops the shit out of everything. It's kind of bad. I drive $5 worth of gas out of my car to save $1. No, I don't do that, but I could. But anyway, so there's some good products out there right now, American, and I don't care. It doesn't matter where it comes from. If it works, it works. You're not going to care if it's American made or not when you have a way to, charge things when you need to try to continue. And power in the future will be something that you probably want to have access to heat up things without making a flame. If you could have an electric, you could heat up water from these backpacker meals, right? The electric, if you had a little heat, electric heater, and then heat up water to get these things without making a fire and a big, definitely think about looking like that. But Trace, appreciate you saying they've updated some of their stuff. Oh yeah, I know that, but you can work through that. I knew you have to. I know you. That's fine. That's fine. I totally got you. It's so hard to navigate on the marketplace now. All these things have just been, what the hell? We're the most advanced country in the world. We're so superior and all that, but they're still calling about my car's extended warranty. What the hell? I got a 96 4Runner. There ain't no warranty on that vehicle. Stupid asses, Oh yeah. You know what I'm talking about. All right, moving on. So anyways, brothers, sisters, but that's good advice. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to be careful right now. People are kind of desperate right now too, brothers, sisters. They really are. People are hungry. But you could also right now, because if people are a little hungry, and I don't mean literally yet, they're going to sell some stuff right now. And you might be able to get something even like I was kind of saying to whoever Tracy was speaking. I forget, it was Ziggy or who it said that there are some deals out there right now, guys. Some people are kind of giving up the, Yeah, it's the time the federal government stopped funding 1,000 military bases in all 180 countries. It's time the government, we have more Congress millionaires than we do in the populace. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. The problem is the government. That's why everybody's so poor. They're spending all their money sending it to Ukraine, Yemen. Iran didn't bomb us. We still have that payback on that, just so you know, you dumbass Americans can't learn shit. Or forget, maybe you're just stuck on dumb or something. I don't know, but we got that payback coming. Oh yeah, that's how they work. They don't care. No, they didn't bomb us. You've forgotten what we did, and now they've got all these people living in our houses. The Trojan horses have been rolled in for years, decades. You're just foolish to not think. We in the 80s, we called these sleeper cells, but you've been going to sleep. Remember? Dum, da, dum, 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 freedom to go to the Starbucks or whatever and go to the store. Not so long there, Tonto. You might want to go on and giddy up there and get on down to your Piggly Wiggly or your Walmart or wherever you shop at for your food-flavored poison, boxed, bag, or can-flavored corn syrup, whatever you eat. You're sprayed with bugs, food that looked like grandma on the table, that waxy fruit that was all the same shape, and say, why are you eating plastic fruit? The damn fresh fruit got less nutrition than the can or the frozen. What the hell's up with that? It's gene edited. Your food's all gene edited. You call it genetically modified, but you guys can't say the long thing since you like your little acronyms and say your little slang all the time. Gene edited. Your food has been edited with chemicals, you dumbasses, and you're eating it. I eat it too. So there's even a little bit in some of this. So be careful. Nothing's perfect unless you grow your own. So that's how you beat this system, brothers, sisters. You just get the fuck out of the system and become your own system. You don't have to do this system. Own your own land. Start from the ground up. I came out here in a tent. Now I've got 45 acres of land. I sold 20, but I had 65. And I've been taken from me 6-7 years. I had everything taken from me. This year I've already been stripped back so many times, but that doesn't stop me. But Ryder, he gets back up on his horse, he puts his teeth back in his head, and he rides again, doesn't he? He don't take no for an answer. You know what no means to me? Next offer. You want another offer? Well, I'm moving out. See you later. No more offers. See you. Bye. You had your chance. I already told you what to do. You didn't listen to me. Now you're going to have to be like the wave, come taken. And I'm riding the wave. I'm ahead of the wave. and you're riding the millimeter wave, right? Towers in your cities, in your Broadway, in your big city lights. Think that's going to get you anywhere. Your convenience is going to be the death of you. Because you couldn't even grow your own damn vegetables. Couldn't even think about maybe just growing some herbs in your garden, in your windowsill. Maybe just a pot of potatoes. That'll take away from that expensive food bill. Are those gene edited potatoes too? Remember they outgas their McDonald's fries. You eat that stuff. Eat your kids. Bleach kids. Eat your nuggets. What kind of, you want to dip your kids in? What flavor would you like to dip your kids in today? Are you sweet and sour kids? You feel a little sweet or a little sour? Maybe you're barbecued kids. Oh yeah, that's Krampus. Remember, throw your kids on the fire, eat your kids? Yes, it's the religion going all over. Didn't you know McDonald is Mac, Tanai, the moon, the crescent, lunar, and sun? You can't figure it out with their energy, red and yellow. You don't understand. You don't speak any colors, do you? So anyways, you better go down there and get yourself some food flavored poison, whatever color flavors you like. I don't know, you drinking the Kool-Aid or you slamming that hopium, hoping that you can go there tomorrow and none of this will happen and you'll be all right. You should already had a store. You know what I'm saying? We've never bought a potato in. Oh, good. There you go. That's good stuff, man. But anyways, if you have to, brother, sisters, you're going to have to get what you can get now for subsistence and then start. Seeds or something you should already had vaulted, open pollinated, genetically modified, open pollinated heirloom seeds that have not been, where you have to go back to the store and buy seeds next year because the plants that they grow don't actually produce any seeds. They've got you over the coals there. That's how you create abundance. You grow that tomato plant, it grows 1,000 plants. Oh my God, don't tell them that. You get chickens, and guess what, guys? You can hatch chicken eggs, and those chickens make more chickens. Shh, don't tell them that. They don't want you to know that. See, if you sell organic cow milk, you're a terrorist in this country. You know what I'm saying? So careful. Yeah, if you hatch chickens, you can grow more eggs. Guys, I got live today. I got like 10 dozen eggs. And it's cold out there. They're still on. I got 3 eggs today, but that's okay. They need a day off. My white one, little one, lay the blue egg. She was laying like a hammer, like everything was a nail. She just every day she's hammering it, but she quit laying. But anyways, there's abundance right there. You can water glass eggs if they still have the bloom on them, though. You can't do it from the store-bought eggs because they wash them and refrigerate them. I don't refrigerate my eggs. They sit out there outside because they have the bloom on them, and they last for months on the counter. And don't put eggs in the refrigerator. They will put your eggs in the refrigerator because they wash that protective bloom. So I'm going to finish what I had because I had too many dozens, like 8 or 9 dozen right now. I'm going to put them in lime, calcium carbonate and or lime and pickling lime, and they'll last for a year or two in that liquid. And you'll crack them open a year later and they'll be edible, And so but you have to have the bloom on it because it seals up the bloom when you put that lime. It makes it so, because that's that bloom, and there is that animal breathes through that layer, whether you like it or not. It's what it is. But yes, Amish are excellent at also fermenting foods. Is a good way to create long-term food storage as well, brothers and sisters. Fermentation will give a lot of longevity on foods as well, and they're good for us. We don't eat enough fermented foods, things like roots and some things, horseradish, things that are like, our body should crave more of that, but we're so used to just getting the dopamine dump on the sweet and sour, that kind of that. Yeah, we don't want that harsh flavor in our mouth when some of those things we should be eating that are much better for us than and we'd be so harsh if we weren't dopamine all the sugar dump all the time with the corn syrup too and everything. Our body could tolerate some more of these type, things that are a little more like horseradish, just for as an example, that we should eat more of things like that are detoxifiers. And there are many things that are more than just that, but anyways, people go with the old ways, what worked in the past. I have been seeing, what's badass is I have been seeing, and I don't mean to go there, but I don't not like that. I don't like racists, but I have been seeing a lot of heavy set more melanated, the more melanated ladies coming out and say, listen, we can do through this. We can make it through this. Remember, this is the way we do this. Don't let your kids go hungry. And they're putting out all these awesome recipes between even grits and stuff like that. And I know some people don't like that, but some kids don't mind it. Some adults don't mind. You know, it's just sometimes it's a texture. I've been a cook. I totally understand. Texture's everything. Sometimes it has nothing to do with the flavor. And I know I've been a cook, and that's what more of the time that I find that people don't like grits. They would like the grits if you just put something in them and flavored them, but some people just don't mind. And then a lot of the times it's the texture, no matter what you put in them. It's just the texture. So, yes, there you go. There we go, Stephen. Good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back to what worked. And you know what, like I said, what I like about what I was saying, that a lot of these melanated ladies, God bless these ladies, putting out some awesome recipes with cornbread and how to use, you know, basic self-rising flour and some of the basic things. Like this one lady was talking about how she's hungry and she went over and ate this, I forget what she called it, but it was a basic thing, like just water, lard, and like egg, and it was like a hard bread, and she was hungry and she ate it. She's like, oh my God, she liked it. But there's these things that people in the past, you know what I'm saying, that people have made it through. Pemmican is something, again, that's been used for a long time that, you know, people survived and passed on without having, you know, if the lights went out, most people's food's going to go bad within 2 or 3 days. That's why I'm trying to maybe get you to think about something more like these, you know, something that'll be okay no matter how hot, and stay away from the canned food if you can. Seriously, canned food is not good. That's it. It doesn't last anymore too. It's better than nothing. Okay. You know, maybe canned meat will last, but vegetables and anything, you know, anything that gets hot or cold, it doesn't last in these cans anymore. Plus it's got that liner. So I'd really stay away from the canned food. If you got it, great, but there is money better spent in even some of these backpacker meals and some of you're going to get more protein and you don't want to be eating crap too, especially if things are going to get, you know, tougher from here. You might have to break down your meals, you know, and make sure you don't eat as excessively as you have, because we've become a little gluttonous. You know, we don't eat 3 meals a day. We shouldn't eat 3 meals a day. Do you realize it doesn't even allow your gut process to do what it's supposed to do? That your body is you eat 3 meals a day. Your body never does what it's supposed to do. People wonder why. Hey, I want to make you understand too real quick. Listen, brothers, sisters, get a box of MREs at that last month. No, not MREs. I have these here. Remember, don't get MREs. These last for many years. Get the backpackers meals. These last for 20 years. Okay? Get some of these, but these aren't fun to eat. I've eaten these. I'm a veteran. Okay? These are fun to eat when you don't eat them all the time. Get some of these if you can get some. I got all of it. You know what I'm saying? I got all of it. I like to eat them because I like to mix them in every once in a while. They're fun. There's a pouch. You got, you know, there's a little snack in there, beef jerky. There's, you know, but anyways, get some of these. But these are definitely, these backpacker style meals are much more palatable than the, you know, this. I only have, these are eggs, but I have some more over there. Maybe I should go grab another one. Good boy, you're my good kid. Just be good with Dad. Just listen to Dad. What do we got here? No shop chicken noodle casserole. Uh-oh. You knocked down Dad's water bottle. So, I like this brand because it's an Oregon. It's a company I'm familiar with. I think they're out of Albany. But these aren't that expensive. These are 2 meals. And if you were good at this, like I planned on using these, was to take these out into the woods and get the hell away from people and start mixing my chicken and dumplings with chicken and squirrel and dumplings. Because you think when that squirrel is cooked over a barbecue, like a fire out there where I'm not worried about having a fire out in the woods, and I can grill that squirrel or whatever. Might not be a squirrel. It could be something else. Whatever. Might be a rabbit. You know? Yeah, the quality is hilarious, dumbass, because look at this. You stupid son of a bitch. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere in the desert in the largest dark sky sanctuary in the world, and you're in the middle of the city, and they're about to come eat your dumbass. You know that? You know what's eating you right now? Your fucking Wi-Fi router, you dumb fuck. Midwest Mike. How about dumb fuck, Mike? Get out of here, Mike. You're not even welcome for a second statement. Fuck you. Your eyes is what he said that are going to take your crown from you. See you later, Mike. So anyways, chicken and squirrel and dumplings. Chicken and squirrel and dumplings. Right? How about that? Who wants to go with me to the woods and eat chicken and squirrel dumplings cooked over a fire? And then we'll heat up the water and we'll go get the water from the river. Well, imagine them over a fire mixing it with this meal, Stephen. Imagine, I know Sabrina's in. She's like, oh, Sabrina already. See, I bring Sabrina with me. I already know she's self-sufficient just from her energy on this channel. She bring in some more than squirrel. She gets something else. I guarantee it's probably bring some big game in. Seriously, I told you women were hunters too. They were, absolutely. They were. Why they were out and they saw something they could hunt, but they more stay closer and were preparing things and wouldn't go as far as the men would go. Oh, rabbit just tastes like chicken. I mean, it really is. It's not much different than chicken, Ziggy, and it really is a little better than chicken. That's another good source. You guys, do you realize that 10 rabbits, right now, listen to me, rabbits will not get you in trouble with the code ordinance officers. Okay, they don't stink like that. Okay, this is something you could do in a city. I'm telling you right now. Now, they lack protein. They lack protein. So I'm going to give you two sources. Quail, leg trap, fall trap. You know, there's many ways to do, you know, line. There's more than one way to skin a rabbit or a squirrel, but BB gun, you know, there's blow darts, you know, those are very efficient. You ever use a blow dart? Blow darts are outstanding ways to take down small game. If you don't have a blow dart, I don't have one right now. I should get one again. But you can get very efficient with a blow dart. And they're close enough. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Leg trap, small trap, snares, all these are all, look at that. There are things you should, cool. There you go. Good with the harpoon. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I knew Sabrina's going to come back with some seal or something, man. Oh, yeah, we're eating for freaking a while now. So don't you bring back some big game, a seal. That'll last a long time. All that fat. Do you realize how valuable that is? All that protein. Holy smokes. Okay, maybe it's not. Maybe she had a lot of other things you harpoon other than just a seal. But, hey, save a whale, harpoon a fat chick. No, just kidding. That's a joke. I'm just kidding. Friggin' rights, boys. So, home-style chicken noodle casserole would go great with shiitake mushrooms, chanterelle mushrooms. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things you could forage, you know, that you could put with this meal and another animal. Okay? So, listen. 10 rabbits will give you as much as a cow's worth of meat in a year. You can do that in a city. Rabbits aren't going to get you in trouble. You know, like I said, you could probably have rabbits in your apartment with no pets, and they wouldn't even know, as long as you kept them clean and didn't, you know, they're not that stinky. Yes, you can. Lots of ways to make a homemade crossbow. Look that up. There are a lot of ways to make. That's an efficient way to hunt. Absolutely, one of the most efficient ways to hunt is with a crossbow. Boom. Thank you, Carl. Absolutely. A crossbow is one of the most efficient, especially too, like I said, if you're getting closer to small games and stuff like that, that's a extremely, and it can take up down big game too. Oh, hell yeah. You get a good draw and a good string and enough pressure, you could take down a full, you know, a big game with a crossbow. Absolutely, you could. Hit it in the right spot. Damn, Skippy, you could. If you had the right broadhead. Slingshots. There's another good way to get good with a slingshot. See, these are things we all should have been practicing, but we don't because we live our lives that we live, you know, and I'm too busy because I farm to go out and hone all my skills that I've had in the past too. So I'm probably not that efficient at all of these things. Heck, an axe will work if you're efficient enough. Some people throw an axe and hit the middle of a target almost every time. I don't think a freaking deer head's going to last with an axe in it. You know, sneak up on a deer and throw an axe at it. Some people can do that because they're efficient enough. You ever seen people throw an axe? Wham! I mean, they hit that damn axe. You know, I've got a nice axe, but I don't know if I could throw it that good. I've got a what is it? Oh, okay, yeah. Here's another thing. Do you guys have your go bag? Do you guys have go bags? Do you know what a go bag is? You should have that just in case you're out and something like that happened and you had to just get the flock out of Dodge. Maybe you're given enough, you know, forewarning. You got the flock out of Dodge earlier enough and you were out of there. So a go bag is really important. I have an E-swing is what it is. I have an E-swing hatchet. You ever seen an E-swing hatchet? Does anybody own an E-swing hatchet? I mean, you can own a lot of different hatchets, but E-swing's a hammer company that makes hammers. I'm a carpenter. I built many houses, so obviously, you know, E-swing that's just a brand of a hammer. It's kind of a upper brand. Boomerangs, heck yeah! If you're good enough at doing it, you could smash something with a boomerang if you know how to do it. They still use boomerangs, Carl. Absolutely. Still to this day, I'm sure there's boomerang hunters that'll freaking take down big game and but yeah, E-swing is a hatchet company, or it's a hammer company, and they made a hatchet, and I liked it, so I bought it. Yes, I've hunted before. Yes, absolutely. I've hunted before. I'm in Oregon. Of course I've hunted. I'm in Oregon. It's one of the best places to hunt deer in the world, if you ask me. Let's see if we can find this darn thing. Where do we put that hatchet at? Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. This is the hatchet that I have. It's made by E-swing, the hammer company. And I've used the shit out of this one. You can see the back of this thing has been, yeah, but it's still got a nice, look at that. That is a hatchet, boys. That there is a full tang. So there's a lot of brands out there, but that's the brand I chose because I like E-swing. You know, they're like I said, this is a company that makes hammers, and you can see I walloped the hell out of that thing. I mean, I've not wafered it, but it takes a good. And I you know, I don't overwork my tools, but man, I use it like it should be used. And it's still holding up, doing exactly what it's supposed to do. I've even used it for some stuff that I shouldn't use, but it's so strong. But this made by E-swing. See, it's not overly big too. I mean, that's a good, if you got good enough at throwing that thing, I guarantee you could probably, there you go. Ziggy, good, man. Fishing's a great way. Fish is an excellent source. Get your fishing stuff together, guys. Maybe it's a good time to get honed up on your fishing skills. Fish can be smoked. It lasts a long time. Look at that. I've never sharpened that ever one time. Have I ever sharpened that axe? And I've used it so many times. Listen to that. Still has an edge on it. I mean, there is an edge on that thing still. Look at that. What a good company. You can see I've used this side, you know, but saying I don't hit any rocks to make sure I don't hit it, you know, or anything with that. But that still holds a nice. I don't even feel no burrs in that. What a good axe. If you find something good, you got to share, right? So that's how I am. So that's what's in my go bag. Yep. We'll take it all the way to the back. So I love the handle on it too. Just love that handle. That's an E-swing handle right there. That's how you know it's an E-swing. You ever seen anybody have a hammer like that on a job? That's an E-swing hammer. Oh man, I love it. It's wood, yeah. But it's a really nice, I forget, they're not that expensive too. Maybe it's 40 bucks or something like that. They probably went up. I can't imagine what they are now. They're probably more expensive. Every time I look at the price of something, I'm like, yeah, you bought that like 10 years ago, you know? So, but it has a nice, you know, comes with a nice sheath, and you can put this on your belt. You know, if you want to carry this on your hip, this goes on your hip, on your belt. And I've worn this. I wear this when I'm out in the woods. You know what I'm saying? When I'm out in the woods, I take this, you know, I'll definitely clip that on my belt and take that with me. That way I got to chop through anything, or this is the go-to, boys. So like that, love the case, you know, it's held up real good out there. Still looks real nice. I've been in water and dropped it in the dirt 100 times, you know, brush it off, clean it off. It's leather. Look at that thing. Keeping its shape, man. You get what you pay for in this day and age. Don't buy cheap shit, guys, if you can help it. Okay, you know, if you got to buy something, invest in something. You know, try to invest something little. And I don't buy excessively. You know what I'm saying? I only buy tools that I need to use for the job that I need to, you know. But oh man, this one here, chicken and dumplings, is so good. Oh my goodness. This meal is so off the chain. I love the peas in this too. The peas in this chicken and dumpling are just make the whole chicken and dumpling to me. I mean, whatever it is, but the peas in it are just. This one you got to get real hot. This one you got to get real hot and stir this a couple times. I've made this meal enough to know. Stir this meal a couple times. Don't over stir it. You know what I'm saying? Don't over stir it because you want to mess up those dumplings. Be ginger with it, please. But get this, I mean, this one, to get this thing piping hot. And they'll all get hot, but make sure you get this one and stir this one a couple times. This one has to be stirred. Most of them you don't. You can kind of just flip them around and flop them around the bag like that, and they're okay. The water moves. This got dumplings in it. You got to kind of let that water sift through a little bit, and you might want to add just a little bit more than the bag says after. Just look at it, you know, because this is one of my favorite meals, man. This is like, when you eat this, you'll feel like eating at grandma's house, you know. Oh, grandma's chicken and dumplings, you know. So kind of, especially when you're, that's kind of like a comfort food, right? Chicken and dumplings, a comfort food. So that's kind of brings you back to, so good old home cooked comfort food, right? But anyway, so what are you doing to help people out here? You got plan to help anybody? You got a plan to help somebody out in this situation? You know, anybody, your friends that are out and have a food stamp card? I think it's one in 10 Americans are on some kind of a supplemental food program. Oh man, let me get some more water. Let me get some more pizza. That fire is on. choose this fire a little bit, see what we got going here. Go ahead. Put on in there. You want to go outside and go potty, Mr. Bubbo? My best bone that I ever did best. You're the best puppy I ever had. You are the best guy. Let's go put the... Come on, puppy. Look at that. That's my boy. Good boy. Hi, Bets. Boy's so confused. They don't know what to do. My poor puppy's so confused. What are you barking at there, Pats? I don't know what he's barking at. He's out of his element, man. My poor puppy. My poor puppy. What you barking at, Mr. Pants? Nothing out there, buddy. I was just out there. He's having a hard time being alone. He's not used to being the only puppy. Like, I mean, he did better last time, I guess, than he's doing this time. What's out there, big guy? What'd you hear? What are you barking at, buddy? I was barking at anything if it's not there. I was supposed to bark when something's there, bud. I was supposed to bark when something's there. I don't see nobody's coming. I don't hear no coyotes. What are you barking at? What are you barking at? What are you barking at? Best puppy dog that ever did best. That I love. I miss you today. I missed you today. I didn't want to leave you here today. I miss you, but I had to go into town again. I missed you today. What was that for? Gave me a kiss. Yeah, he's not doing. You okay? I love you. I missed you today. I thought about you all day today. When Dad was gone, I thought about you today. You're my best boy. Ever did best. You are my best guy. I always did love you all the single times. All the single times. Yeah, come over here with Dad. I don't know. It's like I said, it's different. I guess maybe he feels the difference in me too. You know, it was different when the new Tango was here. You know, hopefully he was going to try to. What's going on with this thing? Like he possibly, you know, was going to get him back, but I'll just turn it around. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I guess he's just so used to having his routine, and he's just missing it. When he goes out there, they do their thing, you know, I always watch them, you know. So he just acted different last time, and it was me and him last time, you know, before, but for a while too, but he's just acting different this time. Was that a good drink? Was that a good drink? Did you get a big drink? Good boy. So, but I don't know. He'll get over it eventually. Like I said, I'm sure he'll figure it out. He'll get used to it. He's just not used to it. Just different feeling for him. Just feel so disattached to the world now. I really do. I don't feel much. Tango is a big attachment to me. He's been here in my life for like 13 years. You know what I'm saying? That's a big part of my life. It's, you know, half as old as Elijah is, so half as old as my son. He's kind of like having my own. When my son left, I got, you know, and even he got left with his dog, you know, Pants, his Bone. That's it. That was Elijah's dog. So they're my kids. He grew up, went away. I got stuck with the dogs. Well, one was mine. I got stuck with his, but I didn't mind. I loved having a boat, or just wanted them to be together, so it didn't bother me. That's the way it worked out. But I just don't. I don't know. I feel just like I'm floating right now. I do. I feel like I'm floating. I don't feel like I have any attachment to this world anymore. Father just severed my last attachment that I really had. Not that I'm not attached to Bone. But Bone has already passed once, and it's not like I don't. I'm going to try everything I can to take care of that dog for as long as he lives, too, just like Tango, as long as he lives, you know. So I just feel so, like, just don't feel any attachment to anything right now. It'll kind of get me, like I said, never I'm staying here because my dogs, and I'm still going to stay here either way. But now, I don't know. It's a weird feeling. I don't know how to explain it. That's the only way I can put it in words. I just feel like, you know, I've got the last string that I had here, to any physical whatsoever. I love Bobo and I want to take care of him, and I will. But I'm glad he's with me though. I want to try to give him as much love as I can. I've been letting him sleep with me. He slept with me the last couple of nights. I kind of enjoyed that. So he don't wiggle around much at all. He just kind of stays there. He's good. Really just don't wiggle around much. Yeah, it's weird. Cause I don't know how to explain it to you. It'll just feel like I don't have any attachment anymore here at all. I was like, whatever, man. Whatever happens, happen. I was already that way anyways, you know what I'm saying? It's just like wow. I wasn't ready for that. I still thought the dog had 4 or 5 more years in him at least, and he was going to be one of the oldest, biggest puppies ever lived in the biggest world that he ever was. But he got a great life, and I'm so thankful Father gave me all the years he gave me with him, and I'm still suffering, because just his pain. But I keep telling myself it's just one day of pain and not weeks and months and years. As some dogs get put through a lot of garbage before their parents, their owners will put them down because they don't want to get rid of them. They can't. It's hard. Just like, oh yeah, just put down your fucking kid. Yeah, right. Obviously you were there. If you watched the live stream, you were a witness. I couldn't hold on any longer. I couldn't sit them to let their suffer. I didn't have $11,000. So, and I'm glad that I didn't, because I think I would have spent it. I seriously think I would have spent it and said, go for it. I don't care. So what? I'll come back in and figure out how to get another $11,000 if his gut twists again. So what? Keep him alive, please. I love this dog too much to let him go. I can't let him go. I need him too much in my life right now. I'm 20 some days from a fucking court date, and you're going to take him and rip him out of my life right now, Father? No, I would have spent the money. So I'm glad that I didn't have the money, because I would have spent it. And then he would have had to suffer. And that'd have been selfish of me. So as hard as it was, I was trying to get the money. I was filling out paperwork, but I could hear him in the background whining, and he doesn't whine. He has a high pain tolerance. So I couldn't take it anymore. I've already told you I wish Father would just do it to me and put me out of my misery, but that's okay. I guess I'm not suffering enough in his eyes yet. So I have to suffer more before he'll put me out of my misery. So I feel like I'm in misery. You guys already know I can't report my damn son and daughter missing, and now he's going to pull some shit like this, and I'm 20 days from a court date when I don't even know how long I'm facing, and, and my attorney don't even call me, and all the crazy shit. This is crazy. This is just misery. It's a daily torment, terror, but oh well. Life goes on. I won't be here forever, so I am eternal, but I won't be here forever. I'll go back to Father, and I'll go back to who I am before I came into this flesh. So I'm not concerned about my death. It's all I think about all the time. I think about it more than anything in my life. I think about death. Want to know why? Because I don't want to do it wrong. I'm not afraid to die. I think about death because it's something that I'm excited to die. I want to die, but I'll hold on to my last breath. And if somebody beats me down, I'll put my teeth back in my head, and do it until you have to beat my last breath out of me. I'm not a go easy into silent into the night kind of guy. I'm just never going to be that guy. I never was. I wasn't birthed to be that guy, and I never will be. So I'll do this till they either throw me off the internet or come arrest me and take me to some prison, or let me the fuck alone and let me do the rest of my life, But I'll always, stand up for the people, no matter what the cost is. And I can't help it. I just can't help it. I can't help but not serve others. I mean, look at the whole situation again. It's because I'm helping my son. Everything in my life is because I'm trying to be a dad and do the right thing to help him out, because he's getting messed with because of me. So if Father wanted it to be any different at all, any single way at all, it would be different right now. You know what I'm saying? It'd be different right now. So this is his perfect. This is what his perfect looks like. So I just bitch a lot. But because I need to let it out. I don't want to hold it in. I've held stuff in my past and it doesn't go well. My body reacts to that badly when I hold things in. So, I'm seriously, I don't hold things in. That's why I have to live alone. I'll talk to the damn walls or talk to the dogs if I have to. So that's what I really miss. I miss talking to my fucking dog. You know what I'm saying? There's my friend. I just lost a friend. I talk to him all the time. I did. He's my buddy. It's my kid. So it's like losing your kids. Like, well, you go talk to him. I start talking to this dog and say dogs. And I'm like, oh shit. So, but it is what it is. Father did the right thing. I know he did. I just didn't want him to suffer at all. And he only suffered for 1 day, maybe 6 hours. That's not long. What? I love you, buddy. Did you come over to say hi to the dad? Did you come say hi to your dad? I love you. I missed you today. I just missed you today. I know, buddy. He's having a hard time. He really is. He's just a little lost. What do you need? What would you like? Want some nubbins? Want some nubbins? Want some scratches? Some scratches for the dad. Scratches from the dad. For the dad. Some dad time. Oh, you're just the best boy that ever did best in the single wide world. Don't you dare kiss me. Don't you kiss me. No, I don't care. You can't kiss me. I'll be a stickler about that. No kisses, okay? Thank you. I love you. Do you love Dad? He gets his kisses in. He's a sneaker. He's a sneaker boy. I love him. I love you. Were you a good boy today? It rained. Where did you go when it rained? Did you go under the house? Did you go in your doghouse? Did you go under the porch? You're all dry. You didn't get wet. It rained while I was gone. It did. It rained. I see it rained. Everything was all wet here. The wheelbarrow had water in it. It looked like it rained quite a bit. You must have got the downpour. You did. It rained on you today, huh? Did you get rained on, boy? Did you get out of the rain? You're not wet. You found a good dry spot, huh? You went in your doghouse, huh? See, there's 3 doghouses inside the doghouse. Of course, I go in the doghouse, Dad. There's 3 doghouses that are dry. Doghouses inside the doghouse that's dry. It's hard leaving him here today. Yeah, there's lots of places for him to go undercover here. There's 3 doghouses inside the doghouse that's dry. 3 dry doghouses inside the dry doghouse. Boy, that's hard to say. Say that. 3 dry doghouses inside the dry. Oh my goodness! All right, you guys got to say that. Ready? Say 3 dry doghouses inside the dry doghouse. 3 times, real fast. Say that 3 times, real fast. 3 dry doghouses inside the dry doghouse. 3 dry doghouses inside the dry doghouse. 3 dry doghouses inside the dry doghouse. Oh my goodness. That's not easy to do. That's a bit of a challenge. K9 dogs. Oh, man. Oh, God, I'm losing it, man. I feel like it could just float away, man. I do. I don't feel like I have any attachment. I don't know what happened. It's like I'm just floating now. There's like the whole bottom of ass end has been pulled out from underneath me. It's like I don't have any floor anymore. It's weird. I can't even explain it. I wish words could, but you just probably have to be in my body to understand. It's a weird feeling. I don't know if I've ever felt this before. I've been in some pretty weird situations, been hammered, been, I mean, but this is just like yeah, it's very magnetic. Reverse polarity. There we go. Maybe that's a better explanation. Nah, maybe you won't understand that. It's just a weird, like I said, I feel like I've been like the magnet, like there was some kind of magnetic, obviously you might want to say gravity or whatever. I don't like that term, but you know what I'm saying? It's like there is no more. It's like even when I'm driving and stuff, it's like I'm driving, I'm like floating. I'm like, where's the road at? Like, so it's kind of weird, huh? Strange clouds. So, but maybe I'll come back down to the world, to the gravity or whatever, the dirt, but just don't feel like there's any attachment to the dirt there. I feel like the dirt has been, it's like a hollowness. Seriously, I was driving, I'm like, wow, dude, where the hell is the road? It's like I'm driving on air. But they did. I got the Forerunner fixed today. They really hammered that thing pretty bad. That guy said, man, they had that thing so far out of whack. Guys, I almost wrecked 3 times on the way there. And I wasn't going very fast. He said they really hammered that vehicle. They had it all. I was wondering, like, why the hell is it? I felt like it was getting worse and worse as I was driving it. You know what I'm saying? I kept getting, there was a lot of, I had to leave early in the morning. I had to leave at 7 o'clock. There was ice and, on the roads, this, got wet and rained. So it was ice. I mean, it was a bad road day. And, like 3 times I almost wrecked, guys. Not like that, but the whole thing just kept going like, I mean, it was pulling either way. It didn't matter. Whenever I hit, you know what I'm saying? But I see would either pull to the right or left. It was only pulling to the left that one time. It just did it that one time. I was doing it every single time. But when I got there, the guy showed me, they took a print of what they had when they put it up there, and how it was. And he's like, dude, this whole thing was completely out of whack. The front, the back, the whole, I didn't even believe you already made it here. I mean, that thing should have just wandered right off the road. I said, well, I have a CDL. And he's like, dude, how did you keep it straight? It should have went one way or the other. The steering was going one way or the other either way. I said, I was fighting it the whole time. Driving it through corners? Yeah. He just kept looking at me like that. I'm like, because they had everything. Because I told him, remember I told him, I saw the guy say, bring out something banging on it. He was banging on it. I'm like, dude, no. I don't, don't bang on anything, dude. Get a torch or something if you had to heat it up or something, but don't, just, something, but don't bang on it like that, and that's what I call the Toyota dealer. When I was and it just sucks because I shelled out all that. I don't mean to go there, but it cost me a lot of money to have what happened to Tango. You know what I'm saying? But they worked on it, and then I had to pay for all the hours that they worked on. You know what I'm saying? They worked, and they wanted, because they worked, and I was like, well, that's fine. It is what it is. You worked on it. If you can't fix it, you can't fix it. Won't want anything for free. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's a big thing, and I should have just taken there, but they didn't have the appointment at the time. And he's like, yeah, I know this. I see why you took it there, and it's closer to you, and they normally do good work. I've never seen anybody have problems with it, but that's why I was just like, Father is just like, damn, just beating the snot out of me. So, yeah, they had it on the alignment rack. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They put it on the alignment rack over here and had it on the machine, and I was watching them as they were working on it for a couple hours, at least. I watched them, and they worked on it for longer, so I had to pay for all that time, and I didn't even drove away without it being fixed. I was like, damn, dude, just beat me more there, Father. So, but I couldn't let them work on it any longer. That's why I called the Toyota dealer right with them, saying, I'm making another appointment. They're trying to get this fixed. So I guess they just left it and just pull it off the rack, and I drove it away the way it was. But what he said, he showed me the printout. He showed that the whole thing was, there wasn't anything where it was supposed to be. It was all out of whack, the whole thing. And he was really surprised that I drove it, didn't go off the road, and because it was that far off, they had gotten it that far off. A guy apparently didn't know what he was doing, and that is what it is. So I just really wish that I didn't have to pay to take it up there and then drive all the way to town. That was an excess of money that I didn't have. I just had to spend a grip load of money whatever. I spent the last of my money. I couldn't get my, I didn't get my license today, but I got the tags. So I got the tags. I wanted to get the tags. I didn't get the license, but I got the tags. So I guess I'll go back there at another time or something. I don't know, but that was important to me. I don't want the veterans tags on my vehicle anymore. So I feel like it could be targeted. License I hold in my pocket. The only person that's going to know I'm a veteran is if I have to give them, my license. And then actually, I just won't give my license if it's somebody, what I'm saying, that I think is going to target me. And then if it is, I ain't worried about it. They're going to take my license, find out I'm a veteran anyways. So I don't plan on getting any trouble or anything. Guys, do you realize how crazy shit's about to get? I don't think a lot of people are taking this, and hopefully they don't. Hopefully it's just a big rug pull, and they don't shut off all these people's, benefits, because that's going to create this. That'll do it. I think that'll be the straw that broke the camel's back in this country, because I always said it. I've been saying it for fucking 12 years on this platform. America will not stand up until America is starving. Like I just said the other day, hey, do you think there was 2 million people at that No Kings protest? Do you think they were starving? No. Do you think if they were out there starving, it would have been a whole different protest? Oh, shit, yeah, it would have been. Nobody was starving at that protest. That wasn't a protest. That was a scam. Planned, paid, another deal. Oh, there's all these things since then. I didn't know that was a big whatever. I don't believe the numbers I told you. I think a lot of it was AI generated or filled in. There were probably people. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but it went from 2 to 7 million people. Remember? Shut up. 7 million people, my ass. I ain't going with that now. Just so you know. So. But I'm heating up some pizza. I got a pizza today at Domino's. But I do feel better at least getting the tags on it. So, but I do think that if this happens, the people will go in and loot, riot and food riots and we'll loot all these small businesses, the mom and pops, the middle class, But every one of these Walmarts, Targets, Piggly Wiggly, all these big corporate stores will have literally have guards out in front of them, be protected by the government. And that'll let them take care of the control. If you take control of the food, you can, you already have by just what they gene it with chemicals, but you take control of the masses when you take care of the food. 100%. You have them right in your fingertips. They'll do whatever you want. They will, if you can control the food. But if they rise up and get hungry, then that's when governments get overthrown. Just so you know, always in history, that's when governments get overthrown. Is when the people stand up because they're hungry because the governments can't feed them. So, and I've talked about this too. What's going to happen to all these people that are in jail too? Are these people going to start getting cut? See, I think once they start cutting the food like this is just the beginning of what you're about to see. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to food, this is what they want people to do. They want people to go in and loot these businesses so they can take control of the food. People are fucking stupid. They don't even realize they're going to walk right into their own traps. They're setting the trap right now. I hope they don't go through with this because people will go in and take food because they're hungry. Hunger will not stop them from going into those stores. They will go, period. Many of them already have it in their heads. They are going to go because of how excessive the government spending is. They just don't care. Some are going to just do it because of sheer instinct. Mama bear is going to feed her baby bears, her cubs. Daddy bear, he's the same way. I'm going to, whatever. So. Yeah, no things. We've already been seeing them locking stuff up and doing this. Yep. There's been an excessive amount. We've already, No, that's what I'm saying. Farmers are going to get, yeah. And then the military, see, Carl, where that's going to go, then the government's going to have to go protect farms. They did this before in the past, brothers, sisters. Do you not remember your history? This has been done before. See, we are repeating a cycle. Here we go again. I hope that they don't do this. I hope they decide to just turn it on at the last second and rug pull everybody. But this could be the one that broke the camel's back. If there was ever a time to go to the store and get a little bit extra food, this would probably be the time to do it now without too much, panic. Don't buy everything in the damn store. Don't hoard a bunch of food. Go there and, if you could, go there every day and buy a little bit. Not every, but, don't buy it all at one time. Don't go try to buy out the damn store. Hoarding is not going to get you anywhere. Hoarding is actually get people to follow you, look at you weird, and not that you can't have a basket full of groceries right now. So that's nobody's going to look at it. See, you can have a whole basket of groceries right now. Nobody's going to look at you like nothing. Remember during the COVID, they shut off certain parts. These are non-essential items. You can't buy those. You can only go down the aisle this way. This way, you're not going in the store. How much do you want to? How much you want to take a friendly wager that if this happens in America, that they will shut. They will, like I said, they will literally shut your access to the inside of that store off. The only way you'll get access to that is through your phone. Yep, you'll curbside hop that shit just like a car hop. Again, here we go. The whole parking lot will be full of people fucking waiting. You'll be good if you might not even get out of that fucking parking lot. Bet you there might be people waiting on the outside when you drive out of there. Because you got food. Things could get a little nutty in America. Might be, Sabrina might be in a little better spot being in the north watching this shit happen over her comfort of her 52-inch big flat television. Or maybe on her phone. Or her pad. I'm not sure what device she uses. They already did that. Already said that. They already talked about it. Carl, I've been talking about that. Capital controls. They did it with Nixon. I've been talking about this on this channel when this happened. That's how they would do this. And they already started talking about capital controls. Nixon did it. You know, it was part of the, you know. So I think this could get pretty real pretty quick here in America. People be maybe watching this from Canada going, damn, I'm glad I don't live in there. In America right now, Nate from Canadian Prepper said, man, I might hold off going to Montana. Let's see if my pizza's ready. Oh, yeah. No, I know, but as for now, it's not happening. I got a Philly cheesesteak, just a Philly, not an actually Philly cheesesteak pizza, but It got hot on the wood stove. I got it sit up on a grate, but it's nice and crunchy. No, I know that. It'll hit everywhere. But this is where the epicenter is going to be, because they're going to do with this supplemental nutrition, assistance program. It's brilliant. Right before Christmas and Thanksgiving. The timing couldn't be better. The timing could not be better. Oh, no, right during when people want their freaking big spreads of turkey and stuffing and stuff their guts and fill the stockings full of crap. Eat more crap. Yep. Good. The timing is perfect. It get crazy quick. This whole country could change in 72 hours, brothers and sisters. You realize that in America? This country could be a complete different country in 72 hours if they turn off these food stamp cards, these EBT, these 72 hours, this country would be a whole different country. I don't hope they don't. The brothers, sisters, they had to fund it by today, and they didn't fund it, just so you know. It looks like they're going through with this. The Democrats told them 12 times today no, because they want money for these migrants, housing and food and assistance for migrants. But they're going to take from the money from the poorest people. The Democrats are the Republicans. It's a big show. None of them are going to go hungry. None of them are going to miss a fucking meal. No, they won't. They love this. So, you better enjoy your days on the internet too. I'm telling you, this internet can change really quick as well. I haven't seen anybody put that together either yet, but think about that. They might take control of the internet. Announcements, public announcements via the interweb. Absolutely, they could take control of the interweb because of this. In your area, in your town, in your province, in your state, in your country. isolated internet. Ooh, that one's really hot. Drop it like it's hot. I'm telling you, both sides are doing this. I'm still eating pizza, no bake, Bobo. Yep. I think that could happen because of this, guys. I think they could limit internet stuff, limit internet traffic because we go under a national emergency. And then because of the thievery, it'll allow them to limit people's travel to and from locations. Checkpoints, here we go. Here come your checkpoints. Here come your checkpoints. Oh, we got Fallujah-style checkpoints in the streets of America. Well, this could get real quick. And they're going to use the 923 executive orders that Obama passed during his administration to do all of this. Truth Valor Television told you 12 years ago. I told you it's going to happen 12 years ago on how this, I didn't say food, but they would take your food away. They could take a puddle in your driveway if they wanted. There's YouTube. If you haven't watched that video and you've been on my channel, you suck balls. You know that? You suck big balls. Righteous judgment. Yep. That video is going to tell you exactly what they're about ready to do using the 923 executive orders. So, if you haven't seen it, kick rocks. Seriously, I don't know why the fuck you're here. See, I'm totally feeling a little disattached from this world. You can only get it right so many times. And it ain't about me being right. It's about me telling you what the fuck they're going to do. Me showing you their white papers. Me telling you what it is that they're telling you in their white papers. So. But I'm glad I did it. Because Donald Trump is Obama. In case you didn't figure that out. Here, you can have that pizza bowl. Just gave my puppy half a pizza bowl. If you haven't seen that video, you might want to go over there right now and watch it. Truth Valor Television. It's the oldest Truth Valor Television on YouTube. Look up the 923 executive orders. It's a video that I did on the 923 executive orders. And then everything that is about to happen will make sense. Go watch it. It's a good video. It should say 923 executive orders under Truth Valor Television. It'll have a blue thing with me sitting there with a flag behind me like an idiot with the flag behind me. for at least the JPEG, whatever it is. I'm giving you the moderator before you go. Jake's been here a few times. Tell you, the Berkey water is better than the pizza. Oh my gosh. When I die, I want to go to Berkey water. Who knows? What timing, huh, there, Jake? Oh, what timing to meet with China, huh? What's that all about? Xi Jinping, huh? Hi, Poppy. Was that good, Poppy? Come over here, my boy. Come over here. Was that good, pizza bowl? You're just my best puppy dog I ever did, puppy boy. My best boy, my best guy. I love him, guy. You're my best one, the best one guy that ever did best. That ever did best. Donald Trump is Xi Jinping, by the way. Just in case you know. And then there'll be another sign in the heavens, a great red dragon. Remember? I love China. Oh. I love China. You're such a good boy. You're my best bone that I ever did was. You're my best guy. Thanks for hanging out with the dad. Keeping dad company. I love you. You're my best bone. Yeah, no, it's an undetermined time, you know, that we're with Father without flesh. So we'll have to come back here, but you're not going to have to come back in flesh. You're not going to carry around the meat suit. No more carrying the meat suit for a while. We lose that for the little season. Or, excuse me, until little season. Hi, puppy dog. Oh, look at my puppy dog. Look at my puppy dog. Look at my best puppy that I ever did best. I love this guy. Oh, I love you, Bubbo. You're my only one bone. You're my only one bone. You're my only one bone that I ever did was. That I ever did was. 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 Were you a good boy today for Dad? Did you watch The House for Dead? Did you watch The House for the Dead? Did you watch The House for the Dead? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're a dilly boy. You're a dilly boy. Don't do that with your nose. Don't do that with your nose. He can knock over a steel building with that nose. He's a good boy. He's my best guy that I ever did was. All right. I love this puppy. Thank you for being a good boy today. You were a good puppy today. You're the best pup I ever did have. You're the best puppy I ever had. All right. I think it's long hit 30 time. I think you were in Idaho then. No, I was in Ontario actually at the time. I'd moved back to Idaho. Idaho is America Ever After, I believe. I moved back and forth a couple times, so from Oregon and Idaho, and then back. Yeah, a couple few times there. Couple times. Oh my goodness. I know I did a couple from a couple different locations too, though. Oh. But I do think the 923 that was in Ontario. On Ontario when I lived right across from Idaho, not too far from Idaho. So we're by Fruitland, Idaho. Actually, Ontario's right on the border of Idaho and Oregon. I'm in Oregon. You live in Oregon? Yeah, I live in Oregon. Something like down tooth. Yeah, I'm just talking about the one with the 923 executive orders. That's one of the best videos I ever put out. This whole fucking channel is about that. My whole ministry has pretty been, not the whole ministry, but the whole thing has been about. That's what they're doing right now. That video I put out is probably one of the most epic videos ever put out on YouTube. It wasn't like that. I'm just saying it's my presentation. Whatever. I like my presentation on the video. I've gone back and watched it, probably half a dozen times myself through the years, but just critiquing it or whatever. I'm a goof. I was such a goof back then. I'm a goof now, but I'm a goof back then. I've always been a goof. I don't care what people think of me. I'm over it. People have always talked some mad shit about me, but you know what? It never stopped me. Pants. All done. So, I'm not going to ever let what people say bother me like that. Enough to, like I said, let it stop what it is that I do. So, because I've had people tell me to shut up and stop and I'm crazy and, for my whole life, pretty much. My dad called me Crazy Tracy. Everybody called me crazy. I just did shit nobody would do. I was kind of that guy. I was breaking bones and being stupid, doing things that nobody would do. This is who I was. You ever see the movie Jackass? You ever see that? Those people, Jackass, they do stupid shit. That's what I did growing up. Just being dumb. For fun. Whatever. Like to do it. I like the thrill of it. I like the, whatever it is. Like the dopamine dump, right? The thrill of the no drugs involved. Imagine that. Not doing drugs and getting a thrill in life. Oh, wow, you shouldn't do that, huh? Well, it cost my dad a lot of money because I broke a lot of bones, but it sure was fun. Because being normal is the last thing I ever want to be. Remember, I'm just not that guy. I'm not the guy that all I think's about is getting a new rack on my truck and making a compromise with my wife so she get a new rack too. She gets a rack, I get a rack, or bigger wheels. She gets bigger titties. We both win. We're just football. Kind of barbecue. It's kind of the good old American dream, boys. Can I just be that guy? I call the numbskull. They don't do anything. They're living the American dream, Yeah, you better balance them tires, honey. Titties, honey. You treat your women's titties like wheels, son. The ones that were too small, you went and got bigger ones. I just don't think I could ever be that guy. You just knew too much, man. Yeah, oh yeah, but no, the video that I was talking about was the 923 executive orders. That was the one that I did. That video is in Ontario. Just the one that I was referring to. And there was, like I said, I did some bouncing back and forth. I forget. I moved back and forth a couple times there. Bounced back and forth, but I've always been on the move. It's been so hard to nail me down. Remember, I didn't buy this property for me. This property didn't buy this property for me. It's not my fault nobody ever came here. That's on you guys, not you, but the world. Father did it, not me or not you, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't buy the property for me. I bought this property. This is on Truth Viral Television, Sabrina. It's on Truth Viral Television. You need to go to Truth Viral Television. It's the oldest Truth Viral on YouTube. And under that, like I said, it's all, it doesn't, I know it's there. I haven't been there in a while, but I'm sure the channel's still up. I can't get any email. Everything's been flushed in the channels, but the videos are still up. Subscribers are gone, whatever. Video clicks are gone, but it's still there. The videos still have some clicks on them. There's still something there. If you click on Truth Viral Television and you go to the 923 executive orders, that's the specific video that I was putting out about that video. That's the only one. I don't care if you watch any other video on that channel. Now, that is my, you know, I can't get in the video. If I would put it to the top of a playlist, but I can't get into that channel. I can't even get into the email. They will not let me in Truth Viral at gmail.com. Locked out of that. Can't get into it. And America Ever After. I can't get into my Gmail account, so I can make no change to the channel, nor can I make any changes to my Gmail. And I've tried going back in everywhere. I've tried year after year. I've tried to go in there because I wanted to add content to Truth Viral. I'd love to pull content off of there, you know, and upload it to this channel. It's specifically that video. So, because this is the 923 executive orders I think they're about ready to do, or they can take over everything in this country. I don't care what it is that you own. You don't own shit. Remember, you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. They might just literally do that to everybody in a sense. It could happen with their great taking. So it was a good video because it leads up to what is actually already happened and what is about to happen. You know, I do believe if they pull this whole, well, they didn't fund it today. I haven't gone back since I've been home and looked, but as I was last looked, like I said, the Democrats said 12 times, no, they're not going to fund this, you know, supplemental nutrition assistance program, and that the well had dried up and there's no more funding. And that if they were going to pass anything, it had to fund the migrants, had to get money and housing and taxes, you know, and food too. So we'll see. It looks like they're going to go through with it. I'll know for sure tomorrow. I mean, if they didn't vote, you know, because I didn't get, but that doesn't mean they couldn't pass something last second too. And I said they might rug pull everybody. They might just do that just to get everybody all riled up. Shit, people might start going out there now. Think about that. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, guys. People might go out there early. Guys, hold on a second. Hold on a second. They might go out there early. Put a 1 in the chat if you think they might even go out there early. If these people think they're going to get rug pulled, you know, they're going to lose to them. They're going to lose their benefits. They might go out there before this shit goes out at the store, before their cards. We might start looking for that happening pretty soon, brothers and sisters. Think about it. Ooh. Little game theory there. Damn, my nose is itching like crazy. What's going on today? Went into town. There's that buzzing today in that damn town. I don't like going into town. Oh. But anyways, think about that. Have you heard that yet? You know, a lot in play here. Is anybody thought that these people might go out and start looting these stores early? They might go out there because they think it's not going to be there. They might go early, do some preventive maintenance, medicine, if you will. Get the room. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But we now have how many days until the 1st? I'm looking at my watch there. You like that? I used to sell shit and I didn't want to watch and look at my like this. Well, I gotta go. People are like, dude, what are you looking at? It's time for me to go. Oh. You don't do that? Man, I'm in a hurry. People are like, dude, you know, not. Don't even have to wear a watch, guys. You could do that. Man, I'm in a hurry. I gotta go. See that? See how that works? I gotta go. Serious? I used to do that all the time. I could walk right in people's houses too. I did. Do you know how I walk in front of somebody's house? I take my feet and I wipe my feet like a dog right on their mat when I was selling something. You know, if I wanted to, seriously, I don't know if I could get this filmed or not, but I would stand there like this and I'd go like this. I go, and wipe my feet with my product sitting there in my hand, and they back out of my way and let me in their house. Seriously, little tricks of the trade there. You know, like a bull. Wipe my feet, they just let me in. Like, dude, I never seen anybody do that before. I'm like, I know, I've been doing this a long time. Like, dude, you're crazy. I'm doing that. I'm like, do it. I did when I was selling stuff. So I can get into somebody's house. Whatever. I want to make a buy anything. There never anybody buy anything. If they didn't want it, they didn't have the money. But I was good at what I did. Little things like that. So careful. Couple wipes and people stand back away from the door. Let me in. I wish I could stand back a little further, but you can probably see what I'm saying. A couple of wipes with the feet on the floor mat there, and okay, put it over here. Okay, how about I put it right here? I'm in. So I can't tell you. You can't let me tell me where to put that at. I got to tell you so I can show you, and then we'll go from there. So, whatever. I like selling food. Food was easy to sell. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I enjoyed sales. You know, because remember I've been in a lot of jobs I did with. Been a school bus driver, got to deal with, driving little kids in Alaska. That was badass as hell. Done a lot of different things, but I've not sold all kinds of things, but selling food is something that's just, especially you're selling really high quality food. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's easy. Everybody eats, So, what do you mean you don't eat? Shut the hell up. We all eat, So, but I did it for a long time, and I did it for over a decade. I had my own food company, and it's a good lifestyle. I got to, like I said, I did it as an independent contractor and got to feed myself good food. And then, my son, he always, and I could actually take him with me, on the job as an independent contractor as I'm out selling. I didn't let him go to in nobody's house or anything, but, he could sit there and hang out for a minute, and normally wouldn't go in anybody's house when they had him. I'd let him, well, I got my kid, you can pack it in the freezer, right? I wouldn't leave him sit out he's old enough, but I would just have him pack it then, or maybe just save me the time. It's just an easier thing for me to do. It was a perfect excuse. I didn't mind packing people's freezers, but, I sell frozen food, but I enjoyed it, because I got to deal with the public, and it was an ever-changing job for me. I can't do repetitive. I hate repetition. That's why Father's just beating the snot out of me and has me stuck in this loop right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So. I think this is going to happen. I think they're going to do this. I think they're going to cut this food off. We may have reached the point, man. I hope people go get food right now at the stores. Because Walmart makes $3 billion a month on supplemental nutrition assistance programs, brothers and sisters, across this country. You know that? $3 billion. Yeah, I'm not that person. It just, hey, if you ever want to see a good channel, Sabrina's an old channel. I don't even know if it's still up. I've been blogging for a long time. There's another channel. It's called Beat the Loop. I wish he never gone away. That was a great channel. Oh man, that guy was up for a lot of years. He had a good channel called Beat the Loop. But I don't know what happened to him. He's gone. That's a good channel. But I don't think people will go get food. I think people are too complacent in America. So that's why I'm glad to come in here. I'm kind of glad that this channel isn't, we don't get the big numbers in it. They just shadow ban the shit out of this channel. They just don't want the message out. And it's Father doing it. We sit in here with 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 people in here, and it says nobody's in here, and it's just hilarious what they do to the channel sometimes. And then they just don't let anybody in, So, and it's okay, because Father's will be done. I ain't tripping. Just one of those things where I feel like I'm not even there already. See, disattached. See, we're not even here. Look at 0 people in here right now. We're having a conversation. Fucking YouTube, man, it's so silly. Yeah, see what I'm saying? There's nobody. It says 0. They don't even let anybody in here sometimes. Like I said, they'll throw people out. Obviously, on their own. YouTube does a good job of it. I know, isn't that funny? Nobody. It says 0 people are in here. I'm telling you, there'd be 10 people in here, and it'll say nobody's in here. It's kind of funny how it works. So I've never seen another channel have live do that ever them to be able to throw everybody out of the channel and actually have people in the channel, but it's just nobody's in the channel at all. Like right now, nobody's in the channel. Sure, there's fucking probably 10 people in here right now. So it's kind of crazy how it do that. And what it does, it helps. And then they push people out of here. It funnels them out so they won't come in here. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay. I'm glad. I don't like trolls. This is a family channel. As long as it's not kicking out our people at the ranch, I don't care about gaining any more people in this channel. If one other person never comes to this channel ever again, I'm okay. As long as the people that are here that are part of the family, I don't, if people come to the flock, we know how now they got to produce fruit and they can stay. So could have done it a while ago. Father does it. He works through the channel, right? Not me. I'm just here to do what Father makes me to do. Yeah, whatever. I don't want to be here right now. I told you I was floating today. I'm ready to just fly away. So I haven't watched them this week. I've been pretty busy out here. So, well, last week. Now it's the next week, right? Yeah. So it's probably been probably a couple of weeks since yeah, I've had a lot going. I get close to this damn court date. I haven't had really extra time to. I've been trying to get winterized because I know I don't have firewood and stuff. Get all this other stuff, the chickens and everything. So haven't had a whole lot of time to study anything else. I don't know what's going on. Father's got me in a weird spot right now. Taking my puppy from me. Dude, is there a fly in here? No way. Where did that fly come from? Nowhere. Dad doesn't like flies. but he must have a reason to do it. So I'm okay with whatever Father does. I expect him to do something way worse than he just did. So I'm actually preparing to go to jail, which I don't want to go to jail. And they already dropped 8 honest charges for the same reason they're charging me, but that doesn't mean that I won't go to jail. So it doesn't make sense at all, but Father's going to do whatever he wants in my life. He makes the people do what he wants in my life. You know what I'm saying? I have no say in the matter at all, ever really. Not in the last 15, 20 years. You know, not very little. I mean, he makes everything manifest, you know. But it's okay. I'll learn to deal with it. It's just a repetitive cycle. It's like I'm stuck in a loop, like I said. But that's not the. As long as it have change, I'm not. I don't like this tied down, but that's happens sometimes. I can't move, and I'm a wandering. You know, that's what I am. I wander. That's the way I am. So that's what I'm trying to do. Go back to being able to move again. So right now I can't read. That's all right. He'll let up whenever he's ready. Probably not until after I die. I've already faced that as a possibility as well. I don't make plans because he wrecks them every single time. Oh, I bought a scale for my, and that was a whole hell of a lot easier when I was the Forerunner was getting fixed. I went through and separated all those pennies. So I got 3-1. Looks like about the jar, not totally a full jar, but three mason jars to 1 jar. And I got some lime today too, so I can lime those eggs. That was a whole lot easier to do. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot easier to do. I blew through, I think, 2 of those things pretty quickly when the Forerunner's getting fixed. I think I want to go trade him in. I think I'm going to go to, I don't know if, I think I should have did it today. I just wanted to get back to my puppy. I wanted to stop, but I wanted to come home. You know what I'm saying? I needed to stop. I probably should have stopped, but I just wanted to get home to Bones. I didn't want him to be here alone. He's not used to being alone. So, what the hell, dude? Where'd that fly come from? I'm going to have to get it. I don't know if I got it or not. We'll see. So, I just came home. But I was going to take him to the bank. And I was thinking about trading him for nickels. Yeah, it's nothing pressing. I was just there because of efficiency. I don't like to not be efficient, while I'm there. But I got lime. I went to a couple. They didn't have it at Ace like they said they did. Then I went to Wilco, and then I had to go all the way back to get gas because the other gas station was shut down. So probably could have done all that one on that first side of town. I was over there, but oh well. But by that time happened, I wanted to stop by the bank and. Well, because I don't have them rolled, but I think Chase Bank and one other bank said they might take them unrolled because they have a sorter machine, And some of the bigger banks they can just dump them in there. And, I think Chase is one of those, but I was just thinking they could ask them and just pull some like bullshit excuse with them. Say, well, I was thinking about doing a floor, because I know people do pennies, Well, I wanted to do a nickel floor. You know, I want to do a nickel floor. Oh, okay. And they'll give me a box of nickels or something, you know. Can I exchange these for nickels? You'd heard of penny people doing penny floor. I want to do a nickel floor. Say something like that with them or whatever. They'll just give me, I'm sure they'll give me nickels. And if I went today, and like I said, I'll just bring them the next time if I have to go to town. And I don't know, you know. Um, I think nickels might be a good, yeah, wait till pennies get, you know. So this is my jar of older. It is my 82 and older. I mean, you can just see the difference. Look, you know, in the two. You know, not too many shiners. They're all pretty shiny. Now I had to use those for pennies. I'm saying I had to use those for a floor because they're not worth anything. They're never going to be worth shit. They make a cool penny floor, but I would never want to lay down an old penny down on the floor. Hell no, those are too valuable. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care. Just to me, I'm just like I'm just a resourceful person. I don't like to throw away or like to recycle. And trying to tell you guys these futures, you know, they might have a little excess. I had all my, you know, pretty much had to get rid of all my precious metals, everything but a little bit of silver. But maybe these nickels that I have, I don't have this all the nickels I have, but I ain't trying to get it though. I think nickels are going to be, these are 14 cents to make a nickel. Costs 14 cents to make a nickel. So nickel is going to be needed to use to make robots. Stainless steel robots, stainless steel cars, stainless steel tech, stainless steel weaponry. Anything stainless in the stainless, it takes nickel that makes it stainless, that it doesn't rust. See, Mr. Rusty Dustpan, that's why it's called, he didn't put enough nickel in his, right? Rusty dustpans, the Terminator cars, the rusty dustpans. Had to be back. They're going to return to base, like in the movie, whatever that vomit movie they made. I don't know what, I didn't see it, but didn't all those cars meet up? Maybe the Teslas will do that one day. So I was thinking about asking them for nickels. I think a penny would be more valuable. I mean, not like that for trade, like be more tangible. This somebody would buy. This I think might be worth more in a sense, which like gold is a little harder to get rid of because it's more valuable. You know, cost, you know, it's somebody to buy something that's more valuable. It takes more money, right? So not that these will be that bad, but I think these are going to get a high value because of how, just because it's an industrial purpose. This isn't for some, this is used in a lot of things that are, look at what stainless is used in. This is a very important metal. Nickel is incredibly important metal for any future. If we're going to go into this whole future tech world that they want, nickel is going to be an absolute stunner in that, because stainless is going to be no corrosion, you know, no rust, no, you know, so this is very valuable. So I've been thinking about, you know, asking them for just put it in nickels, take those 30, because that's about $30 or something, maybe $35 in pennies. That we saw something like that, about $12 in one of those jugs or something is what it looked like. Maybe $30 at the minimum, and just get nickels for it. So that's probably what I get there with 2 nickels, you know. That way we wouldn't have to go through a bunch of pennies. But that wasn't that hard with the scale. if you have pennies, uh, yeah, I think it'll have its specialty. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, those who bring it really will have its specialty, so to speak. Like you see what I'm saying? That it's almost like I don't, but like a palladium and a platinum are very valuable in. Now we already know the usages for those, but are used in catalytic converters. That's why those have such a high, bring a high price, and so because of the specialty market, they really might hone in on that. Say, hey, we want that metal. We need um, because we don't want that. We don't want whatever we made to rust. Uh, yeah, platinum just separate. I'm just saying how it has its own really kind of a specialty. Sometimes that's not good too. You know what I'm saying? Becomes very vulnerable. Then the platinum market, if they took the catalytic converter market out because we got rid of combustion engines, there's no more platinum. The platinum value would drop. Not platinum, but palladium. Excuse me, palladium, because they use palladium in those as well. Not that platinum one too, because platinum is used. Platinum's never really been. Platinum wasn't a monetary metal. Gold and silver were monetary metals. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't use that. They make that now. They mint platinum, but that wasn't originally. It does have its value now, but where I believe a lot of it, because I've done research in this market, that a lot of the value came from that catalytic combustion engine catalytic converter market, putting such a specialty. That's what I think would happen to nickel. Is what I'm trying to say. In a sense, it would drive that specialty market and drive some of that nickel might get really expensive. I think Russia has the largest nickel mine. I'm not sure. I don't want to quote that wrong. You might look up that, but I think Russia has a lot to do with nickel. Now they make a lot of war machine too. Russia makes a lot of weaponry, and they know how to make hardened weaponry. So they make a lot of Arctic weaponry too. So I bet you again, nickel's probably really important too in the Arctic too, when things not corrode. And if you've been in northern climates, I was really thinking now how important nickel would be to have it added to everything up in the Arctic. That would definitely increase the strength of things, and improve the ability for it to take on Arctic climate. Is beats the fucking snot at it. People don't know what it's like to live in an Arctic climate, man. Oh my God. You don't know what it's all your things, your gadgets, those don't work in the cold, you dumbass. Nothing works in the cold. So, you not like it does. You got to treat it different. You got to plug your cars in. Make sure you have a battery blanket, a transmission cooler or heater, the pan heater. People don't never lived in that. Remember, I lived in Alaska. I know what it's like to live in the Arctic environment for years. You know what I'm saying? Where that same snow falls on the ground. That same snow is still there 9 months later. You ain't seen snow, motherfucker. That's why I try to tell people, you think snow? You ain't seen snow, motherfucker. Snow fall on the ground. That same snow is there 9 months later. That's snow. All your little dustings, your crop dustings on here, snow. So, but anyways, I love the Arctic. When I had, I enjoyed my time years in Alaska. It was definitely a learning experience too, for me, learning how to deal with the Arctic and learning, having an understanding how hard it is on equipment and how things don't operate the same in the cold. You have to definitely protect the things you have. And they don't handle well. They don't last long in the Arctic. Will beat them up and they'll fall apart real quick. And you don't think it would, but it will. So, and many things don't work. So that's that's why I think, again, Putin has a lot to do with the nickel, because I think in the future that the Arctic, because we are going into solar minimum, no matter what, if you're going to operate on the surface, they still have their whole underground thermal cavities. But no, Putin is more heavily invested in Arctic right now than any other country in the world. He's so far ahead of the Arctic. He's got more icebreakers. Russia has more icebreakers than any other country right now. I don't know. I think we have like 3 or 4, maybe 2 or 3 of them. I can't remember. I haven't been kept up on the count, but they definitely know Again, I've talked about it on this channel. And that's hilarious. Hey, Rain, I'm going to get out of here and restoke this chat. This is bullshit. I mean, it's okay, but this is just, it's stupid, man. I'm not going to just let them smash the channel. So I'll take a break for a couple minutes and come back up. You YouTube, freaking Nazi YouTube. Whatever happened to free speech? Yeah, right. You sit there and ban a U.S., veteran asserting my First Amendment right. How about you go fuck yourself, YouTube? Damn moderation. You ban any of my chat, it's fucking Nazism, you fucking Nazis. Seriously. People have forgotten. You take one word. That's banning books. That's what they did during fucking World War II. So here we go again. I had to expect it. Love you, brothers, sisters. It's okay. I'm not mad at anybody. You just gotta be boisterous. Father will cover me. It is what it is. I'm not concerned about, I'm glad that it's us. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like to have the ability to sit there and do that. Whatever, let's re-spark the algorithm. They'll do it anyways. It just takes a minute to do it again. So it's because we were talking about the 923. I'm telling you, it's what it is. It's the 923 that they don't like. I know more than anything, brothers and sisters. I'm not stupid at all. Remember, I'm not nice. Remember? Fuck you. I'm not nice. I'm not a bad guy, but I'm not nice. Okay? I tell you that. So I say what I say because Father allows me the ability to be standing here today to say it. So thank you, Father, for creating YouTube and creating all these Nazis to beat the channel, because you love us so much that you only beat the ones that you love the most. So he must love this channel so much. Look, we're not even here. See, that's how I feel. I'm just out here floating right now. Love you, Sabrina, sister in Christ. Thanks for everybody else who else is in here. I know Carl and Steph, everybody was in here earlier. We'll see you back here for too long. Pastor Revelation, Pastor Apocalypse. Whoa.